Hi Sagittarius, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading. This will take you from the 15th to the 22nd of January. You've got a lot of discs energy here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of your planets are in the disc element. Some Sagittarius have got great financial news. Okay, you've got 10 of discs, the Ace of discs, and the Empress. Now the Empress is probably the most abundant, prosperous energy in the whole deck. She creates things new. She births new ideas, new potentials. And you've got 2 aces, which is new beginnings. So when I actually tuned into your energy, Sagittarius, I hope you don't mind, but what I asked was what was the best Sagittarius could aim for this week. I'm not sure why I asked that, but I just did, and this is what you got. So the Ace of Wands is a crowning card, is the gift of inspiration, the gift of passion, the birthing of a whole new creative venture. And at the bottom of the deck is a beautiful Empress. So the Empress is about creativity, birthing new ideas. These work perfectly together. Okay? So absolutely stunning core to your week, Sagittarius, okay? And remember what I asked, what was the best you could hope for? Your additional guidance card is Truth Be Told. So this is a card about putting down masks. You might be asked to be authentic, have a very sort of authentic, genuine conversation with someone. There's no other. You have got the King of Swords. And the King of Swords in his greatest energy is someone who's taking control of his mind. He's in charge. Can be quite emotionally, some would say cruel, but you might be asked to step into that energy, Sagittarius, which is about having really strong boundaries. And particularly with that Truth Be Told. Anyhow, it will make more sense as we go along. So you start the week with the beautiful Queen of Pentacles, and right next to her is a 10 of Pentacles. So this is this great news financially, around job, security. For some Sagittarius, it might be an inheritance. But I'm sorry if you've had to go through the loss to get to this. But this is really powerful financial news. It can be regarding new housing, looking for a new house, starting a new creative project, starting a new business. But you're the Queen, and the Queen has got command of this element, okay? The Queen and the King are the highest you can get, so they know how to work with it. It's also about self-care, self-nurturement, good nutrition, okay? Looking after your body, looking after your body and soul, okay? Now it comes with the 2 of Swords. So some of you literally might be doing something, retreating from the world and going to look after your body. Okay, the body is a vessel, remember? Absolutely beautiful cards here. For some of you, this 2 of Swords can be a feeling of being at a stalemate. And for some reason, it's right next to the 4 of Discs, which is protecting your heart. In my other decks, this guy also covers his crown chakra, which means he's not trusting his instincts. He's not trusting his guidance. Remember, Sagittarius, you rule Jupiter, spiritual eye, end of. So as a sign, you are, particularly if you're at peace and quite sort of empty, you're really, really able to receive really strong guidance and really strong messages about the way forward. But I find these quite intriguing because they're absolutely opposing energies. Because the 4 is about mine, The 10 is about hours, okay? So I don't know, maybe some Sagittarius are, I don't know, trying to divide something. Especially when any Sagittarius have gone through a breakup or a split, there might be a sense of trying to divide possessions here, okay? All I'll say, Sagittarius, is you've got nothing to worry about around the financial issues and around being in a state of well-being within yourself and being able to create a brand new prosperous future, because you have got actually the 4 most prosperous cards in the whole deck. You then move on to the 7 of Discs for the Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant is a card about external authority. That's the way that it's always been read, but recently it's been coming across really differently. I see it as to your own self be true, because we're all our own spiritual teachers essentially, and we receive the guidance through our intuition, through being connected with spirit. So you might be having some hunches, or something might be going on for you, Sagittarius. You might be receiving some messages or some guidance. I'm not sure what. It's also very traditional family values, this card. So I'm not quite sure what it means here. It's with the 7 of Pentacles. So a very reflective energy is the 7 of Pentacles. So some Sagittarius with that 7 and that 2 are definitely spending time, and with the Hierophant, and a little bit of inner reflection about your way forward, okay? Particularly around the very earth element of your life, where you live, how you live, what you do for a living, that sort of thing. But you end with the King of Swords. This might be a person, or again, a bit like this Sagittarius, you might be a little bit in your meditating mind, okay? So not as focused outwards, but trying to access your own inner guidance and your own inner power. He might be a person, and if he is a person, he's looking right at the 7 of Discs. So you might be in a process of negotiating something with this King of Swords. I'm not quite sure what you're negotiating, by the way. But it looks like it's something to do with tradition, finances, security, even for some, the home and family. And some of you, none of that is happening for, and your whole energy is about activating new potentials, reaching out for new beginnings, particularly financial, okay? Because with that King of Swords, and then you get the Ace of Discs. Again, the Ace tends to be a gift of money, okay? Essentially, coming from somewhere, it comes from the hand of God, a gift of money, a new road opens up, and a new potential opens up. Hugely impactful week, particularly, no way around it, around finances, okay? Or housing. Some of you might be considering a whole new beginning. Some of you might be giving birth. That's what I mean, there's so much to consider. Some of you might be negotiating boundaries and possessions with someone. I actually fancy getting another card for you, Sagittarius. It says, okay, there's a little bit of push and pull here. Head and heart going in different directions. And that makes sense, doesn't it? Because the 10 with the 4, very sort of different energies. Anyhow, I'm not sure what else to say, Sagittarius. You can contact me directly. My email's in the About section. But some of you are birthing new ideas, new potentials, just so much newness and optimism here. And for some of you, there might be a bit of negotiation with that King of Swords, okay? But the outcome is that Ace of Pentacles, this birth of a new beginning. Okay, Sagittarius, I hope this helped in any way, and I'll speak to you later. Bye.